3, 2, 1. That's very Hollywood, don't you think?
Yeah, I like that. I want that on everything.
So our next guest on Heart of the Hutch is a lab manager here in Seattle, also a laboratory director at the Hutchinson Cancer Research Institute in Kampala, Uganda. You've also been a project manager 2, a research technician 3, 2, and 1. Your roles and responsibilities include overseeing all aspects of the Warren Lab and its research projects, working as a liaison between research scientists and administration to support the Warren Lab, Global Oncology Program, and the Program in Immunology. I always mess that word up.
It's okay.
Program in Immunology. You're supporting the Uganda labs, establishing and developing scientific operations and capabilities. Plus, you're doing your own research, stuff that you're personally interested in working on. And I noticed in that long list, the phrase next generation appears over and over and over again.
And I think it's a testament to the Hutch of how much you can grow your career in many different aspects here, and that science is not just a linear path of having to you be a doctor or a PhD or a nurse. You can do so many different things.
And apparently you do most of them.
Sure. Yeah. A jack of all trades, right? I've been very fortunate in that aspect of being able to really grow my career here, and has taken me across the ocean.
It's been a few years, but I've been to the Uganda Cancer Institute.
Yep.
On the first day of my first visit, I didn't really know what to expect, but the old journalist in me told me that I was ready for anything.
Yes.
Guess what? I wasn't ready. That first hour in the pediatric oncology ward broke me.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, how do you and your colleagues do it?
We have probably the most remarkable colleagues there that are so hardworking, but also go hand in hand with empathy and compassion. And the Hutch should be really proud of what they have been able to accomplish in bringing care to people in Uganda.
Let's talk about why we're there. So with all of the need and strife and struggle that's here in the United States, why are we spending tax dollars and sending our best people to Africa?
We think about 30% of cancers are induced by infectious disease. And a lot of times people kind of forget about that in terms of, you think of cervical cancer primarily induced by HPV. We think of hepatitis with liver cancers. We think of a lot of the AIDS malignancies. And being in an area where we do see cancers that may not commonly be seen here in North America, but also cancers that are seen here in North America that may not be commonly seen in East Africa, being able to unlock and understand the pathogenesis of those diseases in both places really can be able to help supplement and be able to look at those cancers or infectious diseases in a completely different light. And at the same time, not only are we able to do the research, we're able to train physicians and nurses and research staff to really build those capabilities up in places such as Uganda.
So we spend all that time and energy and money training people up. Is it hard to keep them once they're sort of up to full speed?
Fred Hutch is a place you want to work at because you believe in the mission of it. And I think Hutch employees in general, whether in their South Africa, Uganda, here in Seattle, or anywhere remote, people work at the Hutch because they want to work at the Hutch. And I've always said that from day one. And I felt like I got the golden ticket, like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, the day that I found out I got a job here.
People can spend a whole career here.
Absolutely.
Right? They come in as a research technician 1 and end up being a laboratory director.
Exactly. I signed my contract when I was 24 years old.
Wow. I was pushing a lawnmower when I was 24 years old.
Yeah. I mean, I probably was too.
What's the difference between you and me?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
It seems as if you have a strong sense of community.
Yes.
Some of the things I noticed is you started a needle donation program in sub-Saharan Africa. You volunteered at a COVID vaccination site. You donated food and field trip money to our on-site child care program. You volunteered at Seattle Children's Hospital Emergency Room. There's a whole list of mountains you've climbed as fundraisers for cancer research. This goes all the way back to 2005. Was there someone in your early life who got you thinking about community service, or did you just come up with this on your own?
I don't know. It gives me joy, to do things that I think, help people in some fashion. It's kind of like a mutualistic sort of way. Yeah.
So related to that, and last question, maybe it's more of an observation.
Okay.
Is that I'm a big fan of your Instagram account.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. You do it way better than most people. I see a fascinating mix of research, travel, fun, and you do it with a remarkable sense of style.
Okay.
I perceive that you're entertaining, and that would honestly be enough for me. But occasionally you sneak in a little bit of life lesson, a little bit of you should be paying attention to.
What they don't tell you about birthdays is when you turn a year older, you're also all the years that came before that year. I just turned 28, but I'm also still 27 and 26 and 23 and 19 and 11 and 7 and 1. When you wake up on your birthday, you expect to feel your new age, but you don't. You open your eyes and everything's just like yesterday, only it's today, and you don't feel your new age at all. I still feel like I'm 27, and I am, underneath the year that makes me 28. See, one day I might say something stupid, and that's the part of me that's still 19. Or maybe some days I don't trust myself, and that's the part of me that's 23. And for no reason at all, I need to cry like a little baby, and that's the part of me that's 1. Because the way we grow older is kind of like an onion, each year inside the next one. And our birthdays are just a celebration of all the years that came before, and a welcoming of the next.
So you seem to be a pretty purpose-driven person. Tell me what you're doing on your Instagram account.
Oh, goodness. I think the Instagram account almost for me is like my own sense of keeping track of things. And it's, it's a little bit of fun, right? This thing is so cute. Okay, I'm going to take it home now. Bye. But yeah, I think it is a little bit of purpose and also a little bit of a reminder to myself. I've been very fortunate that I've had incredible people that have taken very good care of me in very difficult times to be able to keep going on these, great missions of life, I guess, that we're all on together, right? And so what's the purpose of life if you're not doing something good and having a little fun with it, right? We're all in it together. Yeah. Don't take it too serious. And I should need to remind myself of these things too. And it's kind of a good thing to reflect back and be like, hey, look at where you're at. Look at what you get to do, right?
Sounds like a good...
And I also like to just make sure that Robert's checking in.